Today, we're diving into a really beautiful concept from Hindu Dharma called Sevā. It's this incredible idea that our simple, everyday actions can actually become the highest form of worship.
I want to start with a question for you. What if the path to real spiritual growth isn't what we typically think it is?
What if it's not about going on silent retreats or withdrawing from the world to sit on a quiet mountaintop?
What if the most sacred, most profound spiritual space you can find is in the simple moment-to-moment act of how you treat another person? That's the core idea we're digging into today.
Well, this powerful idea has a name in Hindu Dharma, Sevā, and it's a concept of service that goes way beyond just helping out. It's really about a deep, personal transformation. So what exactly is Sevā? The word comes from a Sanskrit root, sev, which means to serve. But the real magic isn't in what you do, it's in why you do it. True Sevā is any action you perform without your ego getting in the way, without expecting anything in return, and without needing a single person to notice. The whole point is to purify your own heart.
This is so different from how we often think about charity, right? Charity can sometimes feel transactional, an exchange. And let's be honest, it can sometimes puff up our ego a little bit. But Seva's totally different. It's meant to be transformational. It's not some obligation. It's a heartfelt offering. It's all about your inner state, not just the outer act.
And this idea connects straight to the path of karma yoga, which is a core teaching in the Bhagavad Gita. The principle is so simple but so profound. When your work, any work, becomes an offering, the action itself frees you. It frees you from the grips of your own ego. It can turn any job into this deeply purpose-driven act, where the process itself, not the result, is the real reward.
So, just to be super clear, these are the three conditions that make an action true Sevā. 1. You act without expecting any kind of reward. 2. You do it without needing anyone to see you or give you a pat on the back. And 3, and this one is so important, you act without any sense of superiority. You don't see yourself as the great giver and them as the lowly receiver. You just see one consciousness serving another.
Okay, so what does this actually look like in practice? Well, in the Hindu epics, you can't find a better embodiment of Sevā than the mighty Hanumān.
Think about it. Hanumān was a powerhouse. He could change his shape, lift entire mountains, leap across oceans. He had almost limitless power. But the thing that truly defined him, the reason he's so revered, wasn't his strength. It was his complete and total humility. He performed these unbelievable feats in service to Rama, and he did it all without a single shred of pride. He never once claimed credit, he never sought a reward, and maybe most telling of all, even when his incredible service was overlooked or forgotten, he just kept going, silently. His devotion was just completely unconditional. The story of Hanumān teaches us this incredible lesson, that true, unshakable strength isn't loud or boastful. It's found in quiet, selfless service.
All right, so how do we take this ancient, epic ideal and bring it into our own, modern lives? Let's break it down into a really practical mindset. It really all starts with this fundamental shift in the question we ask ourselves. The ego is always asking, what's in it for me? What do I get out of this? Sevā just flips that script completely. It asks a much simpler and way more powerful question, what can I give? That one little shift, it can change everything.
So here are 5 really practical ways to get started. First, try serving without announcing it. Just do something helpful and keep it to yourself. Second, always respect the dignity of the person in front of you. Third, help right where you are with whatever you have, no grand gestures needed. Fourth, work sincerely, even when no one is watching. That's where you find that amazing flow state, just total absorption in the act of giving. And finally, remember, you're serving a human being, not a label.
And please, remember this isn't about being perfect. You don't have to become a saint overnight. The most crucial part of this whole thing is your intention. Sevā doesn't demand that your actions are flawless, but it does ask that your heart is sincere.
And that really brings us to our final question. We've talked about how Sevā is about letting go of the ego, about losing that self-centeredness in our actions. So the question to leave you with is this. When your action loses ego, what will your life gain?